everyone, Sabrina here with my favourite books of 2025. Yeah, that's already in the past. Cool. So, I had a pretty good year of reading. I think I've got to the point now where, because if I don't like a book, I DNF it. Or if I'm not in the mood for the book, I DNF it. Or if it's not working for me, I DNF it. I'm not forcing myself to read books I'm not enjoying for whatever reason at that time. So, I'm DNFing books. So, I actually DNF'd 6 books last year for various reasons. Some I might go back to, some I'm just like, no, not for me. And I am definitely picking up books that I know that I want to read and I'm interested in reading. So yes, I have a lot of books on the floor down here that I have not yet read that I have bought this year. Last year now. I read more books last year than I bought last year. And I have reread some of those books as well. So I'm feeling quite good about my reading as a whole. I still am buying too many books, and I'm buying books where I'm later like, did I really want to read that? But at the time I was excited for them. I'm getting picky though. It's one of those things that happens when you get old. Hey. So, in no particular order, these are just my favourite books of 2025. I'm going to start off with the manga because it happens to be at the top of this pile. So, I had a really good year for manga. I've been swiping my youngest manga collection. So, I've been buying manga for him and then reading it myself. So, his manga collection has actually grown quite significantly because of me. Okay, I'm influencing my child. Again, no particular order. The summer that Hikiru died, I have brought all 6 volumes of this. I have read all 6 volumes of this. I love this so much. I like this slightly creepy element to it, but I like the mythology that's around it, sort of the history behind the town. The relationships between all the main characters are really cool, and there's that subtle romance going on underneath the storyline. My youngest has been watching me read this and is kind of put off a little bit by some of my reactions, but I keep telling him, you're going to love this series, it's so good. I also want to watch the anime. Frieren, I discovered Frieren this year. We blitzed the anime season 1 this year. Really enjoyed Frieren. Cozy, gentle, with a little bit of adventure and mystery going on with it, a little bit of politics, but just my idea of a perfect manga for me. Again, I brought this for my youngest. He read what we had at the time, which was 6 volumes. I blitz read it, and then I've just been picking them up as we go. So I think we're currently waiting for volume, I want to say 14, to come out this month, next month, March. Soon. It comes out soon. Anyway, so there we are, Frieren. And Eden of Witches. So I've read the first 5 volumes of this. I don't know when volume 6 is coming out. This is a little hidden gem. It's darker Grimm's fairy tale vibes of witchcraft and how witches connected to nature, but also how humans want that connection because obviously they can't live without nature, but they want to abuse it. I really like this. This is such a good series. Not many people are talking about it. Like I say, I've read the first 5 volumes that are out and about now. Really good. Highly recommend this one. I did read a chunk of non-fiction this year. Most of it was Taylor Swift based. So I did enjoy a lot of those books. But I think my favourite non-fiction this year is Black England. This is a history lesson in how black people have been in our society for a particularly long time. This one particularly focuses on Georgian England. So my next step is really to go for Tudors. I know there's a couple of really good books that are out on the shelves that I want to read about black people in Tudor England, because I'm sick and tired of racists going, ooh, black people never existed before. They've always existed. They've always been part of our history. Deal with it. And this does a really good job, bearing in mind that a lot of regular people, you know, not high society, would have not had their histories recorded. So to actually find histories of people of colour in Georgian England and, you know, all the documented evidence and that, and how evidence was documented, so some of it's court cases, some of it's money, some of it is high society and all that. It's fascinating reading through this. Obviously it was a period of great change. The slave trade was being talked about a lot more. People are aware of how people were being treated a lot more overseas, but also how the economy was being affected by people of colour being part of the British society. This is fascinating. If you want to know more about black people in England during the Georgian period, I highly recommend this book. This is the updated version. It was originally published in the late 90s. It has been updated slightly. Fascinating stuff. Give it a go. 2025 was obviously a big year for the Hunger Games. I did a whole reread. There's a playlist somewhere down here. But Sunrise on the Reaping came out, and I reread the whole lot. I read Ballads of Songbirds and Snakes for the first time because I hadn't been interested prior, in order to read Sunrise of the Reaping, which is like the second prequel. And I love this book. This was like my favourite one. I mean, I love the Hunger Games, so Catching Fire is obviously like my top favourite of the original trilogy. And surprisingly, I really did like Songbirds and Snakes. I know a lot of people have issues with that book, but I liked it. And not because I like Snow. I don't like Snow. He's a horrible person, and this book just cements how awful this guy is. But it's fascinating seeing how that guy manages to rise up into such a position of power. And then you look at the state of the world and realise, hey, this happens all the time. But Sunrise on the Reaping, Haymitch's Hunger Games, but also the personal cost of the games for Haymitch, why he is the way he is when we meet him with Katniss, and also, you know, how it's so easy for a society to lose its freedoms because of the will of one person. So yeah, this was amazing. This was heartbreaking, and I know the film is already going to destroy me. Law of the Wilds, I had this from the year before, so I finally read this. Oh my god, this book is being slept on. No one is talking about this book. Law of the Wilds is an amazing fantasy. It's a duology. I need to read book 2. I love this so much. If you have not read Law of the Wilds, please put it on your list. Please give it some love and attention. It's so good. Beautiful Evil, this is a Pandora retelling. I really like this. I read this at a time when I really needed a bit of hope in my life because of the state of the world and stuff that was going on. This was such a hopeful, such a warm book. This left me with good feelings, even while I was crying my eyes out. Highly recommend it, particularly if you want like a Pandora retelling that is a lot more positive than many of the ones we're given. And finally, Firstborn of the Sun, my favourite fantasy of the year. I absolutely adored this. Again, not enough people are talking about this book. I mean, for starters, look how amazing this cover is. This is a black fantasy. I believe it's a trilogy. I don't know. Don't hold me to that. And it's just amazing. The world building in here is so lush and rich. The character development is brilliantly, you know, the characters are not perfect. They are flawed. They make mistakes. They muck up so many times, and they're human. They're human people. I love this story so much. The politics in here, the secrets, the misdirection, and just the whole world building. The fact that this book is just set in one city and the second one's going to be outside. I'm so excited. Yeah, secrets, lies, politics, betrayal, love, grief. This is just brilliant. Please read it. So those are my favourites of 2025. I think most of them were actually published in 2025, so that's pretty good for me. I'm buying books and reading them, so that's very good. It helps keeps these shelves under control, and all these books have actually found a place on my shelf, so they are definitely keepers. What are your favourite books of 2025? Let me know down below. Have you read any of the ones I've got here? If you don't like them, that's cool. You don't have to like everything I like, but you know, if you did like them, yay. As always, thank you very much for watching and happy reading. Bye.